Daredevil 187. I love this cover. And I also love it because this is from the early Frank Miller era. But just that blank white with this sort of looking down angle of him in pain. Stop it, please. Stop it. Just right there. Gropes you. Gropes you. I came out wrong. I'm sorry. Grips you. Makes you want to read this issue without like this full action splash or anything like that. Just very subtle and gets to the point. And then when we open it, I love the use of all these onomatopoeias. It's just awesome. And I like how Miller segues with this beautiful page saying, suppose you were blind. Suppose your remaining senses were amplified so they could hear, smell, and taste better than anyone else on earth. Then you might be Daredevil. Now suppose those senses went crazy. Then you'd have a problem. You don't need 6 million thought balloons. We got what? 1, 2, 3. And then the story, the panel speaks for itself with just a little bit of context. That's great visual storytelling within a storytelling or visual. Now, the print date on this was October 1982. Stan Lee presents Overkill. Frank Miller, writer, storyteller. Klaus Janson, penciler, inker, colorist. Denny O'Neil, editor. Joe Rosen, letterer. And Jim Shooter, supervisor. All-star cast on this book. I mean, look at this. I don't see this type of style or just this quality of work anymore in comics. I mean, it looks nice, sure, with like the digital updating and whatnot. By hand, guys. 1982. Photoshop wasn't even really around yet. I think maybe Microsoft Paint was, but Paint to this day still really isn't what it could be. All human. Right in the middle, the smallest form to make him just look so insignificant compared to what's going on. So loud. I'm falling. Get it together, Murdock. Unless you want to be a painting on the sidewalk. Clothesline. And one thing I always liked about Frank Miller is he always had a way of throwing Matt through the ringer, but always bringing him out stronger. And that's always like the hero's journey in traditional storytelling. But before we can even figure out what the hell's going on, we get to the city morgue. And not even saying like, meanwhile, across town in the city morgue, we just see silhouette. Blood reds, a little bit of yellows, and then a sign that says city morgue. So just a great little segue to at least establish where you are in a medium shot. It's heavy. Even now, silence. We are observed. They're above us, clinging to the wall like some human spider. Yes, but not just any spider. And what I love about the use of silhouette here is we don't know. I mean, we get the idea of the logo. So we're like, well, this obviously isn't Peter Parker unless it's his Venom costume because this is the 80s. Could it be Spider-Woman? Is this Jessica Drew? Who the hell is this? And then we see the hand throw the shurikens. Thunk, 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 thunk. And then a Black Widow. So we see Natasha here in the just still full-on silhouette battle. Like very much you'd see like in a Shogun or kind of a Western spaghetti style like Tarantino film that we'd see nowadays. And you gents are ninjas. I've been on your trail ever since you left South America. My employer, a certain United Nations intelligence agency, is distressed by recent ninja activity in several countries. I've been asked to find you, follow you until you make your move. Guess this is it. Stealing corpses, nasty business. And I just love Natasha because she doesn't quit like Spidey, but she just has that subtle, low-key attitude that just makes me laugh. And yet they're able to take out Natasha to just show how much of a threat they really are. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, because at this point she gets in touch with Nick Fury. She goes, Nick, this is Natasha. I blew it. The ninja used foot spikes on me. Got away from a body from the morgue. Body? Why? Beats me, but I've knocked out 3 of them. Who could be persuaded to talk? And then we see scratch that last remark from Nick. They seem to be dissolving. And it goes, one other thing, Nick. I think I may have been poisoned. And so tell me, I don't know what issue it was established that the hand, like when they were defeated, that they would dissolve. I know it's a thing, but I don't know where it was first established. So let me know. But I just love that if you have never read a Daredevil comic and know nothing about the hand, this is enough information to get to where you are. And then we segue back Daredevil. And this is another thing from the late 70s and 80s and early 90s that I miss. Daredevil, Punisher, maybe Moon Knight, Batman. When they hit the streets, you'd always see someone crashing through a bar. They would always dig through the dives to find who they're looking for. In this case, it's Matt looking for Stick. I'm looking for Stick. Who feels talkative? How about you, Tex? You want to tell me where Stick is? Sure, sure. That old vomit moved his hustling carcass out of this joint. Ain't nobody was fooled by that blind act of his. No one. Just tell me where he. No, not here. Not now. And so while everyone's afraid of Daredevil, his senses kick out into overdrive. Smoke, it's everywhere. It's happening again. Gotta fight back. And then I love how we don't get a normal dialogue balloon. We just get, he's hooding, boys. Let's have us some fun. And they just rip into Matt. He's still able to get away, but you can see that he's down and out right now. And then again, just like with Natasha, we now establish Stick. And we get one, two, three dialogues. Everything else is done through visual storytelling. So as Tex said here that he moved over to Josie's, we see that he's getting ready to go inside. My brother has succeeded. Kyugri has been found. One task remains to eliminate that one. Yes, the one called Stick. Silently now. And we just see how powerful Stick is. And just look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. We see the threat of the hand and the type, and realizing that they've bit off more than they can chew. And hence why Stick was a very integral part of training Matt Murdock. Now, again, one thing I do want to point out is this issue is the first appearance of the Chaste. That I think I said that, but I haven't had coffee and my brain's just scattered. So y'all are just going to have to worry about my ADD brain going, we're going off in left field. Beautiful use of anatomy. Stick doesn't even have to say a word. Beautiful. So we're essentially getting an A plot, B plot, and a C plot. So we get the A plot with Matt, the B plot with Natasha, and the C plot with Stick. My own comics memories. So he comes to Josie's, realize that there's an issue. But what I love here, let's take a moment. So we see that Daredevil's getting his ass beat from Josie's. Hey, is that Daredevil? Nah, some kind of fake. Yes, you're right. Old Oranhead, he would have no problems taking out a couple of hoods. That's he was shot or sick or something. Look, Cabby, just drive around them, okay? It's not our problem. And this is for breaking my jaw last month. And this is for fell on that bank job 2 years ago. And this, Louis? Get him, Hornhead. Now you can. Oop. You're dead, amigo. Thunk. That was brave of you, friend. Thanks a lot. Forget it. Hey, you don't look so hot. Anything I can do? Actually, I could use a ride. Hey, Cabby, let's move it, huh? I got appointments. Just hop in the back, Dee Dee. So you see that these people that have seen the work that Spider-Man, Daredevil, what everybody does, why they look to them. Now, remember when Natasha said she was poisoned, something happens. I don't want to give it away, but I do love that Nick realizes he has some heavy news that he has to deliver to Natasha. And again, not a whole lot of dialogue. And as we get to the quiet moment where he says, let's talk, we can see what's going to be said is not very great, for a lack of a better term. Guys, God, I wish that we got more quality. So now I will admit that the more modern Daredevil issue that we just recently went over, I kind of see the nods to Frank Miller, but it still doesn't live up to what we got back then. God, I wish I would have got on Daredevil when I was younger. But now, celebrating it, enjoying it, and I'm really trying to go back through the Miller era. So if you guys know what issues it was, I think it started like in 180-ish. It ran to win, God only knows. But if you guys could tell me, I'd appreciate it, because that's the era of Daredevil that I'm trying to finish up. So with that said, if you're a Marvel fan, Daredevil fan, either of the comic or the show, this book is definitely for you. This was Frank Miller in his prime. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever they can get your action figures and comics, and grab this issue along with all of Frank Miller's era, because he gave us Elektra. I think he gave us Elektra. Gave us the Kingpin. and all sorts of good stuff, guys. And that's why a lot of like with the Daredevil show is all really pulled this hero. If you've enjoyed this review, really would appreciate taking a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little hornhead bell next, subscribe. That way we can typical content. You guys get notified. Come to the channel. I love talking with you all and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments or the socials, which I'll make sure the links down in the description. So with all that said, hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, everyone.